Okay, so welcome everybody to participate to this Global CoVes online meeting platform. This meeting is held under the Skillman Alliance initiative, and for the project we're expected to organize activities in order to improve our capacity to access the European funds. According to the project, we are planned to organize 36 webinars in the next 2 years under the framework of the Skillman initiative. So this meeting is in line with the objective of collection and circulation of the relevant information on the European funds that we are today sharing with our partners. This is the 10th online meeting of Global CoVes. Today is the 4th, sorry, not the 3rd, the 4th, February 2020. You have the link to the meeting minutes in your chat section here on your screen. Thank you for joining, and now we can start officially the meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Valentina. I'm going to take the floor for this afternoon because Giovanni is actually, I think he's on a flight because he missed the flight yesterday during his coming back from Bangladesh. Unfortunately, he was not able to land as expected yesterday evening. So we are going to manage it without Giovanni, but again, it's a recorded meeting, so if we say something not correct about, regarding the last update, Giovanni will then follow up through email for sure. Otherwise, the idea for today is to, first of all, to stay strict to the timetable because we have unfortunately to end the meeting by 3 p.m. Central Europe time because of the fact that we have another meeting online starting at 3 o'clock, and because Giovanni is not here, we cannot switch the floor to Giovanni. We can switch the floor to anybody else if we want to go on, if we have other details to discuss. Otherwise, I would say that the agenda is mainly related to two main points. The first is the update related to the partnership, and the second one is related to the writing of the proposal. Some not only an update, but some new deadlines to be agreed among us in order to speed up the writing of the proposal as the deadline is approaching. So said, coming back to the first point, which is the state of the situation of the partnership, I must say that even if I am reading several aspects in a lot of email exchanges, I think that we don't have yet the final presentation of the situation of the not confirmed partners, and I think that also Germany is not actually confirmed, but maybe what I can do is to involve directly all of you, starting maybe from Antonio, which I think that is connected, to have an update on the partnership, because we missed another meeting last week. So even if we had a lot of email, maybe we can just make a round of the table to double check which is your knowledge in your respective territory about the current situation of the partnership. So I would like, if Antonio is connected, maybe I can ask you some inputs about the email exchanges about the German situation last week, but I can see that you are not connected with the audio, maybe. I fear not. Valentina, do you see if he's connected with the microphone or not? Valentina, can you hear me? Can anybody else hear me?
Yes, yes, Fabio, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Thank you
very
very
well.
much.
Yeah.
I was feeling alone, you know. I was feeling totally alone, so.
No, we are here.
Okay, very good. So maybe.
Antonio, can you hear us?
No, okay, let's wait for Antonio to tune up the system. I see that there is some interaction in the chat. Valentina, please take a look on this. Maybe I can skip the Antonio situation for now, the German situation for now. Do we have some updates on the other territory, both in terms of new partners confirmed or hopefully not withdrawal in the last 2 weeks. If any of you has some update, please share it with us.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yes,
very well.
Oh,
very well.
thank God, thank God. Sorry for that.
Don't worry, please go on.
Well, should I proceed or?
Sure,
Yes,
sure.
yes, please, please.
Yes.
Okay, well, sorry for that, and thank you, Fabio, for the introduction. Yes, as you mentioned, we are in conversations with Daimler Mercedes, okay? As you all know, we are suppliers of our technology to use augmented reality in welding training, and we cooperate with a partner in Germany who has a very intimate link with Daimler Mercedes. We are speaking with the department of projects, let's say, of Daimler. They are a little bit, they are interested, definitely, but in general, the automotive sector is going through a moment where they are looking at every single penny, every single resource of time of their employees, and it's not easy for them to justify a new project. However, we are trying hard, and we are expecting to have a call with them and with Giovanni anytime this week. So hopefully next week when we have this call again, we will be able to give you further updates.
Okay, thank you very much, Antonio. Of course, yes, we will wait for any update. But of course, at this moment, we can say that Germany is not confirmed, so we have to go on with the writing of the proposal without further details on the Germany situation. And it is important to go on with the writing of the proposal, I think, also regarding the partnership consortium, at least with the confirmed countries. So Said, do we have any other update from the other countries? If you want to share it with us, please feel free. Otherwise, it will mean that all the other countries are confirmed as inactable and during our last conversations.
Well, I can update you regarding one of the Italian CoVes, specifically the Emilia-Romagna CoVes, to tell the truth. So the one in Cento and the one in Reggio Emilia, even if Rossella is not connected today, but we are cooperating, of course. We can say that all our partners have just confirmed and completed the survey. Our region has joined the CoVes, the network, as second level stakeholder, we can say. And also our associated partner have confirmed to join the network, so they are now completing the survey, the specific survey. So when possible, as also Anna Maria asked before, it could be very useful to have a feedback by you regarding the number of associated, the status of the art. Yes. Of the associated partner and survey completed. In relation to the other CoVe in Austria, we are cooperating to formalize with UABF. The work are going on, so they have had an exchange also with Giovanni yesterday, and I think we can consider it confirmed also Austria. This is my updating at the moment.
May I?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we too from Puglia CoVe, we have finalized the questionnaire from the survey from Polytechnic of Bari. Apulia region, we have the macro department of economic development training work, and so it is the most important innovation also. It is the most important macro department of our region, and international affairs also. Then we have ARTI, that is the Regional Agency for Innovation. We have interregional big research center that join all the most important universities in Italy on the topic of advanced manufacturing, additive manufacturing, and they also, I think they have also finalized the survey. 2 schools, 2 companies, and then we are trying to, obtaining also the partnership from region of Navarra, that is considered a best practice from Joint Research Center of the European Commission in the implementation of smart specialization policy. So we are continuing in this way, but we would like to have a feedback on those, because probably the associated partners are more than I suggest, than I know, because we spread the request for filling the survey, but we do not have a vision. We do not have a feedback. So I kindly ask you to provide us with this feedback as soon as possible in order to push other possible response.
Sure, you're right. And well, going back to the associate partnership, I suppose that you have, all of you, the Airtable access. You will notice that there is this table that has been created by, I don't know if Giovanni or Valentina, the data from Lime survey, and you will have a view which is SP from Lime survey. This is the copy and paste from the output of the survey, but I think that you're right that it has not been updated since last week. So while I'm talking, I can go back to have a look to the back end of this tool. You know, Valentina, first of all, are you also, not only Giovanni, but also you taking care of the back end of the Lime survey for the associated partners, or do you just?
Yes, we just agreed with Giovanni that first we collect all the surveys and then we put them and we copy them in a tab on Airtable. So first we receive all the inputs and then we're gonna put them all together and gather the information together on Airtable. So that's why we're waiting to collect all the info.
But the question is, have you been inside the tool to double check if we have any update in the last couple of weeks and at least the last week in terms
No, only Giovanni has access to that.
No, I have access too, and I'm trying now to have first overview of the answers. But let's say that I'm going to take care of this in, I suppose, in 5-10 minutes while we are going on with this round of speech about the situation. So if you have other updates from the other countries, please feel free to share it with us while I'm trying to access those information, of course, as you requested.
If you want, I can give you the...
Hello. Do you want me to update Narcís from Chambers of Commerce in Catalonia?
Hello, Narcís.
Hello. First, I would like to ask Ana Maria, you said the region of Navarra or the region of Novara, or?
Navarra. I don't know how to say it. Yes, from Spain, yes.
Okay.
yes, Navarra, yes.
So you are...
Because we work with them...
Taking a region from my country to your country.
Yes, because we...
No, it's a joke. For me, it's okay.
I hope this is not a problem. But
of course not.
Because we consider them important with Giovanni because they are considered by Joint Research Center a best practice in implementation of smart specialization policies, and they are mentioned in all the documents, official documents of JRC. So it could be interesting to have some suggestions from them also. And they are very good partners, but we are inviting them as associated partners, and not as partners.
No, that's perfectly. I agree with it. It's as it could not be any other way. From us, we have our bed provider should have completed the survey, but it doesn't appear in their table list. So I will double check if there has been any problem. We have contacted a company to join us in this partnership from Barcelona to make a close relation. And but speaking with Giovanni, he said it would be important to have another kind of company, and we are looking for an acceptable company with the bed provider. It's Ida Banyols.
Thank you very much. Can you tell me the name of the organization you applied on the survey so that I can check it in real time?
It's Ida, E-I-L-L-A, Dals, D-E-L-L-S, Banyols, it's B-A-N-Y-O-L-S.
Yeah, okay, I'm double checking and I cannot find you right now, so probably yes, it is not so immediate. Because, sorry, I interrupted you.
No.
Please finish and I will go back.
And then in our table we have some interested associate partners, and I'm contacting them just to check, because some of them are not really interested, made the survey because of someone asked them to do it, but are not really interested. So I hope this week I will have checked all of them to see what their real intentions are. Of course, we have Antonio Severi, hello, with that he's clearly inside the partnership.
Sure, thank you very much.
Naci, sorry, it's Rossella speaking from Reggio Emilia, from CIS.
Yes.
I have already spoken with the Generalitat della Catalunya, and they are very interested in the project, and you might contact them.
Maria Pasquale.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm in contact with her, but...
Okay, perfect.
Okay, from my side I can confirm that I can see several organizations that have applied, and I can confirm that a lot of them are from Italy. Like I can see a lot of institutes, both from Puglia and from Cento. Well, Puglia, we have a lot of institutes, public schools. I can see l'Istituto Professionale, l'Istituto Tecnico, Marconi, etc., etc. I can see some of the last partners also from Catalonia and Spain. So I can see Institut del Banyols. Yes, here we got it. Conseil Général de Chambre de Commerce de Catalunya, and so on. So yes, definitely the table is not updated with the last updates from our public survey. Please just consider in real time that I can see only Italian and Spanish companies, institutions. I can see Univoc from Sweden, which is an international organization, so not to be considered like a local reference. And I don't see other countries involved. I don't know if any of the present in this online meeting have some updates from the other countries than Italy and Spain about associated partners, because yes, it seems that we are missing some number on this point. I haven't checked who is connected, sorry for that, so please feel free to contribute if you're not in Italy or Spain. Maybe we are on Italian and Spanish in this meeting now. Let me check. Valentina, maybe you have the list in front of you, so I can see Anna Maria, Elena, Chiara.
I have Manos is connected.
Manos, yes, from Greece. Do you have any update about associates from Greece?
Yes, hello everybody. Just a quick recap from our side. First of all, concerning the consortium processes, in cooperation with Giovanni, we have prepared the associated partners letter because there was a need, it was requested, although it is not required, to have an official declaration of participation. So we have distributed this, and it is uploaded also on Airtable and on Google Docs in case somebody wants to use this. Now, concerning Greece, this week we are making a number of meetings with very good vet providers. The problem is that since most of them are public, it takes a bit more time than expected to recruit them. One case that we are in touch now covers all EQF levels 3, 4 and 5 and suits perfectly to our case. So we estimate that soon we will have news about this. Concerning the associated partners and the completion of the online survey, I know that 2, 3 have proceeded with this, but actually I cannot verify it.
I don't hear anything else.
Me too.
Neither do I.
Mm-hmm.
Valentina, dove sei?
Finally, sorry, I couldn't turn on my microphone because here the connection is really slow. I heard you, Julian.
Can you hear me now? Fabio.
Yes, Fabio. Fabio, did you hear what Manos just said about his associated partners in Greece?
Yes. Now, I was trying to speak, but without any success. So let me repeat. I don't know if you heard something about what I said. Otherwise, I repeat. I was saying
nothing at all.
Oh, okay, very good. So, in summary, I confirm that we don't have any completed survey from Greek partners in the last version of the survey, the one for the associates. So maybe they have started the application, which is possible, but they didn't fulfill all the information, so I cannot see any associate partners from Greece. I can confirm that we can see a lot of them from Italy, both from Puglia and from Cento. We have several ones from Spain, well, no, a good number of ones from Spain, 3, 4 probably, and the one from Sweden I was mentioned, but not because of the fact that they are locally set. Nobody from Greece, but this Manos is only because probably they didn't finish. So it's nice that the application is on the way. I understand what you say. I mean, the fact that public administration has some difficulties. Of course, as you mentioned, it is not compulsory to provide the letter. So I would suggest to speed up at least the filling of the information in the online survey, and then if the letter comes, good. Otherwise, let's keep it. But anyway, it's up to you. But what I can confirm right now is that we don't have any Greek associate partners confirmed in the online survey. The other ones, we will revise them as soon as possible, but apart from maybe some point which has not been filled, I can say that from the Italian ones, we have a good number. We will disclose the list as soon as possible so that you can double check if all the organization you have in mind have effectively fulfilled the survey. And if somebody is missing, please act as consequently. But anyway, we will share it as soon as probably Giovanni will land this evening, and we can upload this list in our table. I'm not technically I'm not able, so this is the only reason why I'm not able to share this information with you right now.
Fabio, one question. I know that in the first steps of completing the surveys, I know that a number of Greek organizations completed the survey, the initial one. Do we consider them associate partners or not?
Of course, if we have those information in another tool and in another list, it is fine. So we can consider them associated. The only thing that maybe Giovanni or Valentina have already done it, I don't know, if we have all the requested information from them. If not, we need to ask some more information to complete the profile. But if they have already applied, of course, they will be included. I don't know if those ones should be in our table, at least, because the first copy and paste from the previous versions was already done. So I don't know if you double check this list and those entities in the actual table, you should find them here. Manos?
Yes, I'm just checking a file that Giovanni shared with me. It is called Candidature Book Data.
On Google Drive?
Yes.
Yeah, I can find it the 27th of January, so last week.
Yes.
I'm opening it for the first time, so please let me just check which is this document and I will tell you. Yeah, this is a copy and paste from the other survey. So, let's say, for instance, from the ones from Armenia.
Because, you know, I'm a bit confused with the different surveys that we used this time. I don't know if the first one is still a valid one. And, of course, we have the new one, which is for the full partners, one for the full partners and one for the associated ones. Although still the associated partners form still has work to do. It means that someone needs time to complete it.
No. So let me clarify this point. You're right. What you received, well, Manos is referring to a Google document in which a lot of the contents were shared. I confirm that this is from the other version of the survey, and not simplified, let's say, with a lot of points. And they are confirmed as associated partners, but this list that you are looking at, Manos, has already been included in the Airtable version. So for those who are on Airtable, you can double check it in a table which is named, well, maybe Valentina, if you share this, the screen with me, I can show this to our partners. Valentina?
Actually, I did it already. I'll do it again.
Yeah, you did it, but I refused it because I was not able to share anything at this moment.
Okay, fine. Just a second.
Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, in Airtable you will find a table which is named Data from Lyme Surveys. This to all of you what Manos is saying. Are you able to see the table now? My screen? Now?
Okay.
Okay. You will notice there is data from Lyme survey. These are the actual imported associated partners, not from the last survey we were talking about before, but from the previous version. According to my understanding, those partners are already included in this associated list. The view is named as P from Lyme survey, and you have also the Lyme survey. These are no more candidates. They are, according to this list, included as associated partner. Then we are going to pass the new ones, as I was mentioning, for now, Italian, Spanish, and I don't remember which one, well, the two Italian regions and the Spanish ones. We are going to add them in this list. So to come to an answer, Manos, yes, they should be already included in this list, and we are going to add the new ones in the other ones. But if you cannot see the Greek ones you were mentioning in this actual list from Airtable, it means that we are missing something, or they have not completed the survey, or we are missing some elements to become from candidates to associates. To double check it, you can also take a look to the other view, which is named candidates and other organization from Light Survey, to double check if they are missing something, or if they have not completed all the information foreseen by the survey. Did I explain myself, Manos?
Yes, this makes clear. Okay, because in this way we can follow up with them to see where in which if they have completed it or something is missing.
Sure. And for the other list, please consider that this is the list I was mentioning. The responses from Lyme survey. You will see that there are several rows which are fulfilled. As soon as possible, we will put this list in Airtable so that you can double check which are the entities which have already applied. But as you can see, and as I have already mentioned, we have Italian and Spanish associates, not from the other countries. So if you are aware that other countries should have applied in this Lyme survey, and if they are not already included in the list of the associated partner in the Airtable, it means that we are missing them. So please tell them that they have to come back to the new Lyme survey and to apply in this new Lyme survey. Well, not Lyme survey for them, the new version of the survey. So say that this is the actual situation of associate partners. Any question or comments on this?
One more question, Fabio. This is clear now. Just to confirm, because we have submitted the full partner survey form for ASETEC, but I had a message that something was missing. Although I received an email that it was successfully submitted, at some point there was an error. So how can I confirm that our survey completed by Assetec is okay?
During this call, I cannot confirm to you this detail. As you can see, there are a number of rows, which means that somebody is of empty rows, which means that somebody has connected, has do something. They even went to the last page. You see that this is the last page they have done. So maybe they have done a lot of things, but due to some, I don't know, issue with the browser or whatever, the application is not completed. What I cannot tell you is which are those entities, from which countries. So at this stage I can say that if they fill the correct surveys, well, actually we didn't get those informations, unfortunately, meaning that something went wrong. And we didn't probably get not even some partial information, because sometimes we can have some, like these rows, you see, they have gone with one number, then they haven't answered to some flag. But anyway, we can have the name of which was the entity. If not, it means that they need to insert all the information. I'm not able to give you more information because Giovanni has done the survey and I'm not sure that I'm going to say something really correct. So at this stage I can only tell you that I confirm we don't have the full application on this survey from any other part. Please take a look anyway on the full list on Airtable of organizations from LAMP survey. Maybe they were there and they have done the application on the old form. I'm not sure about that.
But
okay?
Sorry, Fabio, these are the ones, because I don't see.
I'm listening. If you have a question, please feel free.
Yes, from my part, the point was that the survey of asset, because I completed and submitted it, just to confirm that it was submitted successfully. If not, I will do it again.
Again, Manos, I need to go on through the list from both parts, and actually I cannot see them. So.
Okay.
The first answer is I cannot see them, but maybe we are missing some information from some other roles. I don't know. Who is interacting now because something happened?
Sorry, Fabio, I don't see at all the associated partners that filled the survey.
Because Manos is interacting. As you see, he put one filter with Greece, and we are only...
That's me, Narcisse.
Okay, Narcisse, sorry. And we are only looking at the Greek partners. If you put away the filter, well, done, and you see all the partners. You see, so all the partners. I mean, as I explained, all the first list of partners. Then we have the other list, which is again undisclosed. So for the Italian and Spanish one, if you want to have the full list, you have to be patient. I suppose that Giovanni by this evening or tomorrow will be able to import this list. He mentioned, Valentina, correct me if I'm wrong, he mentioned something about tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, to close all the situation about partnership and associate partners. Anyway, this is what I remember. So I'm sorry, I cannot give you any more details so far. Please be patient and don't wait the next online meeting to double check those information. You have this access to our table. Maybe we are going to send some alert to all of you saying that we have updated the list, and please, Valentina, maybe put this on the meeting notes so that we can remind it.
Sure.
As soon as we have imported on Airtable the list of all the actual responses from the surveys and the full list, we are going to share it to update all of our members so that they can double check if they are included in the list. Okay?
Okay,
thank you. Just one thing, please. So just to double check, I have understood well. We check tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and we see if our expected partners are there. If not, it means they must enter again and fill the survey again.
I would say yes, but the input at this point will not be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. The input, the starting point will be an email from us, from Valentina or Giovanni, saying, okay, we have updated the list table. Please take a look, and then, as you said, you can contact who's missing.
Perfect. Just please, in the mail that you sent, just in case to make things easier, put the link to the surveys.
Yeah, sure. We will put the link to both.
We have these in 20 places, but because something has changed, I would prefer to receive them in the mail.
Sure. I would say, Valentina, you're the best person to take care about the text of the email. So if you can take note of this.
Sure, I will do that. No problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So if we have any other issue on the associates participants, I would suggest to dedicate the last 10 minutes to the writing of the proposal, which is very urgent at this point. And I must confess that I think that we are still working on the 4.1, 4.2 parts of the templates, which is good to me because it is very important to be we have to make a very good quality work on this part. But I think that we are still missing the 4.3 and 4.4. No, I'm sure that we are still missing those parts. So I would like to put a little bit of pressure on you, because as you remember, on our table, there is also the table writing of the proposal, in which all those parts have different lists, and we are still missing leadership on the other parts. I mean, Giovanni is taking the leaders of the leading and the contributors, of course. Giovanni is working directly on the 4.1 and 4.2, but maybe if we can have somebody putting some part of the text in 4.3 and 4.4, he or she will be really welcome, because those parts are, I know that they are linked to the other sections, of course, but when we are talking about, let's see, for instance, the 4.3, the geographical dimension, and I don't know, some aspects on the collaboration that we can do, both in terms of partnership, but also of the stakeholders, maybe I can suggest, if you have already something in mind related to your specific territory, we can start to put some notes on those parts. Then, of course, we will start together to discuss it, but it is, from my side, a good idea to start to talk about something also on those parts. And the 4.4, which is the impact and dissemination, I know that it is something that we have to coordinate. I don't want to say that we need somebody else to lead this part. But what I can ask to you to start to think about are numbers. Because this is one of the parts in which we are going to put a lot of numbers in terms of, I don't know, number of stakeholders, number of targets that we can target with our activities, and both in terms of organization and individuals. I would suggest to start to write something in each territory. You just put your name in the country name of the territory. Let's say Puglia. You can start to write some aspects, some details, and we can share which is the best way to share all those information, staying under those 3,000 characters, which are each form also in those parts are stated. Please feel free to comment what I said now. Do you think you can contribute in some way also in the other parts foreseen by the template, the 4.3 and 4.4?
Fabio, for what concerns Puglia, we are actively cooperating in the writing of 4.2, and as you know. and the goals in particular, because Giovanni asked us to work on that side. Of course, we can contribute in this other part of the application, but I think that the priority is on the goals. Of course, I'll do my best to cooperate.
Thank you very much. If you want to go
but
back,
I don't see other contributors on the writing of the proposal. I don't see the contributions, and they will be important for us in order to better finalize our proposal.
Yeah, thank you for your feedback. I will wait for other reactions on this, on what you said. Maybe somebody else want to add something.
It's Rossella speaking now.
You are very far, very, very, very far.
I have drafted a sort of suggestion about the framework of the work packages. In my opinion, there is the need to identify the objectives that at the level of territories, and in particular in the field of the CoVes, are intended to be pursued, as well as the grounding of these activities that refer to the three clusters. In my opinion, we can't write anything about dissemination and impact if we don't have clear the results of our project. So if you want, I can send to Anna Maria and the person that are trying to give the contribute to the project this kind of draft document in which we can reflect on the framework of the work packages.
Just to be sure if I understood correctly, but this structure of the work package, you have it all in mind, or is there an already existing document I'm not aware of describing a first draft of the work packages?
No, you are not aware of, because I have worked on it this morning, and if you want, I can share it with all the persons that are in charge to the design of the project. Because I was looking on a table about the description of the work packages. I couldn't find anything except the title, Project Management, Quality Assurance and Evaluation, Dissemination. But if we have to link the activities, the list of activities, to a framework of work packages, this should help us to write about 4.4. How can we think about...
may I say something, Fabio?
Yeah.
Sure, please.
Okay, so as shared with Giovanni during the last meeting, the plan was the following. We need to firstly complete the goals, of course. So for this reason, Giovanni asked the contribution to all partners in order to enrich the description of the goals. And then, just after having doing this, we can join together all the goals that can have a common sense, and then to have a map of the work packages that we have to implement. So we need to complete goals, because if we do not complete the goals, so we do not have a clear idea of the work packages and how to design them. Apart from the transversal work packages, of course, management, quality assurance, evaluation, communication, dissemination, etc. So we need to complete the goals, and then we can proceed with the work packages description.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for both the contribution. Let me say something. First of all, what is the WPS, the work packages table on the F table? This is a table which is not representing the actual situation we want to design in this proposal, the CoVes proposal. This is just a copy and paste from another project, which is the skill project, actually funded, in which you can see some generic work packages, but the last version of our CoVes won't be like this. I mean, of course, we are going to have the project management and the quality assurance work packages and the dissemination, that's for sure. But in the middle, we're not going to have any work package 3x-axis or something like that. We're going to develop different work packages. But we also have to describe the work packages through the F table. So I think that we can be useful to have your draft circulated, of course, but we are not going to work on a Word document. It can be useful also to clarify what we have in mind, but then we have to transfer all the information on the table, because the final application will be really heavy, and we have experience with all large applications, and we can say that it is a nightmare. So what we used to do is to fulfill the tasks, the deliverables, and work packages. You will see that we have all those tables on the R table, not only for fun. We do it because then we make a merging of all those contents in the final document. So whatever we want to put in terms of deliverable tasks and work packages, we're going to do it in the final version on our table, so that we can then make a merging, an easy merge. But as you were saying, we are not going to work on the final version of the work packages until we have clarified the final goals, and I totally agree with this. Only we can reflect on the fact that, as you know, in the template, the part 3, which is, I don't know where is now in the general data and the writing of the proposal, there is the list of the foreseen activities according to the call. These can help us, of course, in defining which are the deliverables and the work packages, so we can take inspiration from them. And I would suggest to go back to these to have a look to what is foreseen by the code. Then, of course, we can choose which are the best ones for each territory, and as we already discussed it in another call, I remember. But anyway, I would suggest not to work on the draft of the work packages design. Good to have the structure, so please feel free to share it through email, and better if you include also in the art table. But anyway, the final structure of the work piece will do, of course, according to the goals as you mentioned. This is my opinion. I know that also Giovanni has the idea in terms of the final production of the application from my table. If you have any comment, please feel free, because it is important now to go smooth in the writing of the parts foreseen in the application. Oh, let me end with a comment on the contribution. The contributions on those parts, the 4.1 and 4.3, are expected both in terms of writing data inside the forms, but also in terms of commenting. I mean, feel free, and it is very useful, usually, several of you have already done, to have some comments like this. You know, you have Anna Maria Patella, which says, I would adopt the ARIS tool, blah, blah. That's something very useful for the final design of each part. So even if you are not contributing with writing directly in content of the forms, please read them carefully, take a look to the draft, and put any comment you want on each on the parts you feel comfortable. It will help a lot. So
yes.
please go on if you have any comment.
Yes, the same for goals. The same for goals, because I do not see any comment from partner except from Giovanni. And it is very important to share the goals because we have to work together to reach those goals. And so it will be very useful to have goals to have comments about the suggestions we propose.
Yeah, very clear. Is it correct that what I'm looking at now, and I suppose you are looking on the screen, is the part you are expecting to be commented?
Yes, exactly. No, not this one. It is a separate document called Goals, produced by Giovanni, and where there is a synthetic description of the goals and an extended one that will be used then to write the work packages. So.
Yeah, I missed the document because it's not been included in the writing of the proposal. I will do it. Valentina, are you aware of this document, and do you have the direct link?
No, I don't.
Because goals and activities, global code. No, of course, Giovanni shared it to me, but I forgot to include it.
Yes, this is. Yes, this is, Fabio. This is.
Very good. So
yes, this is.
So let me
add.
Sorry?
Can you include this document? It will help a lot.
I'm doing right now. So you are going to see in writing of the proposal table, you are going to find a new record which is named goals and activity blah blah, and I'm putting now the link in which you can comment. And I'm putting it on the Airtable. So you're going to find it right now. So if you access to it, to Airtable now, you will see the link. At this moment, you can access and comment without editing directly. This is just because I'm not sure that Giovanni has already done a safety copy of this document. But of course, you can comment as said before.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you, Elena. Any other comment? Because unfortunately the time is running and 3 p.m. has arrived and we have to start the other meeting. So I can leave to you if you have something more to discuss, and you are free to do it, of course. But I need to let you, Valentina, maybe we can remember when is the next meeting planned. I think we missed Valentina because she's organizing the other meeting right now. So it's my turn to say that I have to leave the meeting. I'm sorry for
okay.
That.
Thank you. Thank you, Fabio.
Say hello to everybody.
Thank you, Fabio. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you to everybody.
Bye.
To all.
Ciao.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.